It was Gucci family. We finally entered into Holy Week. It's here Sunday. It's not Lazarus Sunday. Palm Sunday here, um, in Tokyo, in Japan. And I got my lazy self up. Went to church today. Was late. Didn't get to make it a confession, but I went. Because my missus ain't here. My missus up north doing some volunteer work, some very much needed volunteer work, and I'm trying to, be decent. Hold on. Like there's all these planes flying over. They heading to the airport, and I got my camera out taking pictures because it's real pretty. Look at that. That's halfway decent. Oh, look at that. You see that? That's kind of cool. Anyway, so I went to church today. When I was going there, starting this year, with the ascension, is that the word, of Vladika Seraphim as the new metropolitan. The church, the main cathedral, has been opened up more to tourists, which is good, which I like that because I like meeting the new people and being all friendly and whatnot when I'm trying to be. So I gets there about around 10:30 something, and I seen this little boy stand out there, little Japanese boy, seeing him stand out there looking up at the building, and I looks at him. I was like, you can go in if you want to. He's like, well, yeah, you want to go in? Go in. So me and him, I took him inside, and we stood there in front of one of the icons of the Panagia, and I bought my usual candles, but I seen that he was next to me, so I was like, let me get extra one. Let me get extra candles. Like, you know what? Here you go. Here's 2 candles. Here, take these. I said, put these right here. And I said, basically, this is here, just we want to pray for somebody, for your teacher, your mama, your daddy, any of your friends or something like that. You sit there and you pray for them. So I gave him that. And I sat there and talked to him for a while. Turns out he gonna, I think, go to Turkey for like a trip. So I'm like, yeah, bro, you got money. You know what I'm saying? You in junior high school, cuz, and you sitting there talking about going, going to Turkey for a vacation, cuz. I'm like, your family got money, son. I think I went to Six Flags once. You know what I'm saying? When I was little, you know what I mean? But we talked about that. I was like, Turkey's used to be Orthodox, and there's a lot of churches and buildings there, and we chopped it up, and he seemed, through God's grace, he seemed curious. Put it like that, he seemed curious. And he stayed a lot longer than I thought he would. Like that part of the liturgy when I don't know the name of it is, when they call down the grace of the Holy Spirit, prior to communion, and everybody goes, boom, down to the ground. He stayed for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just kind of stood and looked at everybody. But he stayed slightly past that, and I said, we got a little bit of time left. You can go if you want, because don't want to push the little brother. You stayed a lot longer than I thought you would. Come back, and I pray for that boy. Pray for that boy. I think his name was Oki. Pray for that boy. Also, y'all seen this probably on my little community page, but I picked this up, The Ladder of Divine Ascent in Japanese, which I probably shouldn't have had this book, or I probably should. I don't know, all the stuff I'd be watching and stuff. It's, yeah. Now I'm looking at this, actually, wait. I think this may actually just be like a church book. Like you can't buy this outside of the church, which I think a couple of the books, I got another one over there, which is, I think, actually, I don't know. I'm going to take that back. I don't know. Because I know they got some books that are like not really for sale outside of the church, and then there's some you can find on Amazon and whatnot. So I don't know if this one is or isn't. I'm not going to say that right now. But I will say here, it does not say ladder of divine descent. It says, actually, at the very top, what it says at the very top, it says the space between heaven and earth. And below that, it says like a pathway to heaven, more or less, right? It didn't actually say like ladder of divine ascent, which is kind of funny. But I just got this today. Wasn't that much? Is conversion rate like 9. Dang, I'm impoverished. Golly, I was watching something today on TikTok. Shorty gonna talk about the inflation and how the yen to dollar is like really, the gap is really growing. I think this morning it's like 158 yen per dollar. And she was talking about, yeah, like a couple years ago, this rice ball was like $1 or something. Now it's like 85 cents. I heard that and it broke my heart. I'm poor. I'm impoverished. I was like, ugh, but ugh. What's that? I was like, yeah. Y'all seen that. Come on, it's funny. Anyway, now, what's I talking about that? This actually wasn't that. I mean, even, I bought it as, I think, 1,300 yen, but without the conversion rate, it's a pretty good buy. They got a new edition of the History of the Orthodox Church in Japan that I want to get, but that's a little outside of my budget right now. But if I do get that, I'm gonna try and show that to y'all because it's supposed to have like a whole bunch of stuff in it, and it's yeah. Anyway, we got like a little while to go until Pascha, so keep up the struggle and stay prayerful. Love y'all. Pray for me.